Hello, everyone, and it is Monday, and we're excited to start a new week. And also, you have a new project. I want to appreciate you all for taking time to do your work. And I know it's an adjustment process being online, but you all are doing an excellent job. And if you need some help, please let me know. You all, if you need to utilize my office hours, please let me know so that way I can help you. You can message me or you can call me, send me contact me on Google Hangouts. But whatever you need to do, I don't mind helping you. And I do want you to know that you can give me a call and we'll see what we can do to try to help if you have any questions. So a couple of things we're going to go over starting today is that I want you to know that we are going to start a new project this week. Last week we covered value and understanding how to shade. Look at this image behind me. It's pretty much similar to what you want to do and pretty much start your sketch of this on this week. I want to see your progress on that. I think it's going to be wonderful. So you're going to come up with your sketch for this week. Your sketch is going to be due on Friday of this project that you see behind me. I'm going to go into details of how you're going to complete that project. So you can know what to do, okay? And like I said, value is really interesting because you should shade from dark to light. But once you master shading, your drawings can go to another level. So we'll get started with that. So let's look at our essential question. I want to make sure that we know our essential question. How can we create a successful composition by using value? And the way we do that is by shading from dark to light. So let's get started, okay? I'm going to share my screen with you. All right, so let's look at this actual project here that we're going to go over, okay? All right, so I'm just going to click on that and so you all can see this particular project. A couple of things you need to know, okay? We are going to understand how to apply the elements of art and the principles of design to create art. And we are going to do that in a successful composition, okay? Now, I know you're looking at this and you're like, how in the world am I going to get this done, Ms. Cofield? You are going to be okay because I'm going to break down how to do this project. And I'm going to let you decide which ones you want to do. You have an option, okay, of doing your project like you see here in these two. Or you can use some Zentangle designs like you see in this one. And you use pen in this one, and you use colored pencils, and you shade from dark to light in your Zentangle sections like you see these, okay? Now, let's start with this one, okay? Think about what colors you want to use for your project. Your sketch is just going to be a black and white version of this that's due on Friday, okay? But next week, you actually are going to start coloring in, making sure it's rich. You know, this particular project, you can't shade really light. You want to shade dark so you can see, okay? All right, so, and then you're going to go from dark to light. I'm going to kind of show you an example of how to start this project, but I'm just going to show you this. You have choice A and choice B. Choice A is doing your project like this. Choice B is using the Zentangle designs that you see here, okay? Now, I'm going to try to just sort of map out something so you can kind of see what I'm looking for and how you would kind of do this. So I'm just going to use, I'm going to try to draw the best I can with my fingers. So don't laugh at me, okay? Normally when I draw stuff for you, I draw it on my phone, but this time I'm going to draw with my finger. Okay, not enough space. Thank you so much. All right, let's go back. Let's try to create another one. I'm going to change the size. I'm going to keep the width a little bit longer. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So now let's get started. So I'm going to just draw a curvy line just like that. Do y'all see how I did that? Okay. Now I just drew a curvy line. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start just dividing my paper up into these curvy sections. Okay. Okay, once I get down here, I'm just going to make it go in a little bit. Okay. Now you can split your paper up, and I'm going to show you another way you can do it, where you can split your paper up. Okay. Now at this point, I'm going to stop, and I'm going to make one that's going to kind of go in the front, so that way it'll create an illusion, optical illusion, okay, that the rest are behind it. So I'm going in and out, just like this when I create my little shapes. Okay, keep going. I'm just keep going, and this is how you would start your sketch off. Okay, I'm going to go behind this one, and I'm going to keep going, and I'm going to show you some student work so you can see what we're kind of looking for. Okay, and I'm just going to go right there. Now, one thing you need to know is that everything above the line is going to curve up. So look behind me. Everything above the line curves up, okay? Everything below the line curves down. So I'm going to curve my image. Now, notice that when it turns, I messed up right there, but when it turns, it's starting to get a little bit wider. Y'all see how I'm getting a little wider as I turn? And then I got to get a little bit back smaller to create that optical illusion. And I think I'm doing pretty good for drawing my finger. All right, so keep going. Keep going. Okay, couldn't see that one connect right there. All right, now everything below the line is going to go down. Okay. And so forth and so on. Okay. So you see how that goes. Okay. And the same thing applies to this little section beside it. Try to stay inside the lines, but like I told you, I'm working with my fingers. So stay inside the lines. And remember, everything above the line goes up. Okay. It's going to get smaller in here. Look how small I'm getting in that little small little section. Look how small I'm getting. And try to be neat with it. You know, I'm drawing my finger, so, and now I'm getting wider. And now it's creating that optical, ooh, that's terrible. But it's creating that optical illusion. But I kind of like it. It's kind of wavy, but interesting. Okay. Now you're not going to shade this yet, okay? But tomorrow we're going to practice shading. Well, today actually, we're going to practice shading from dark to light. But I want you to start your sketch. Remember, it is due on Friday. But what you're going to do today is you're going to turn in three, I would say, 3 ribbons that you can shade from dark to light. Okay. I just want to verify that, make sure that I'm correct. Okay, that's the wrong document. Let me see. So I want to verify, make sure that you all are drawing the correct thing. Okay, week 5. So yeah, you are going to draw 3 ribbons today, and we want to make sure that they're drawn accurately. So I want you to also remember that you are going to start this project today. It is due on Friday, your sketch. So you can practice this and get this sketch complete and drawn out. And then you are going to do this project next week on, if you can get a poster board, the dull side of the poster board, or you can use, do this in your sketchbook if you have a really good, some good paper in your sketchbook. But try to do it if you have like some white paper. That's the best probably paper to do it on, or you can get a small piece of poster board and do it that way. So try to figure out how you can do that if you need to get that done. Okay. Now, if you need some drawing paper to do some of your drawings, I can leave some paper in the front office and you can come by and pick it up. Okay. So just contact me or send me a message if you want some drawing paper, and I'll leave it at the front for you so you can get it. Okay. But if you can do it on like a piece of paper this size, like a regular sheet like this for your project, that's what you're gonna need. Because you want some paper that can shade really well. And you know, of course, I got some really good drawing paper. So if you need drawing paper, let me know, and maybe I can leave some up at the front desk for you so you can use it. Don't forget you need color pencils for this project for next week. So you need to go ahead and get your color pencils, okay? Remember your sketch, like what you see up here completed, your sketch is going to be due on Friday. Now, let's say you wanted to do the Zentangle project. Instead, you don't want to do that one I just showed you. How you would do that one? I'm gonna show you how to do that one. So if you wanted to do the Zentangle piece, what you would do is we're gonna just slice our picture up with a ruler. Just slicing my picture up. Okay, and I'm just trying to make it balanced. Slicing my picture, okay, and you have about this many sections, okay. Inside of each of these sections, you can do what we just did. If you want to, let me go back. Inside of those sections, you can do what I showed you how to do, and you want to get a level A. You can do some of those things that we discussed. If you want to do some of those, like that design we just did, and try to create your image like that inside of that square. And remember, everything above the line and below the line, you can do that. You come up with some patterns on each of these. So let's look at our thing. So you can come up with some patterns that you can do, and they have to be Zentangle patterns, okay? Zentangle patterns are a little bit more complicated, but you can look them up, and it shows you all those different patterns. Type in Zentangle, and it'll teach you how to do those patterns up there as well. So I want you to kind of see the example that I did, but if you want to add some of this in there, you can. But let's look at the example. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the project we're doing right where I'm showing you project B if you want to do this one. So you see how you add all those different things right there. And I'm going to copy this. You have all those things, and you put patterns, different colors and shade from dark to light in each of these sections. This will be in color pencil. Just your sketch will be, of course, will be due on Friday. I'm going to let you have an option. You can do the one that I just showed you previously, or you can do the one like you see here and similar to what I just showed you here, okay? Now, if you have any questions, let me know, and we'll go from there. I'm going to be showing you how to shade all week, okay? Now, when you draw a ribbon today, you're supposed to draw 3 ribbons today. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So today you're going to draw 3 ribbons and upload them. This is what you do. You start out with sort of this shape like this, okay? And then you're going to pull it. Woo! Let me get my other tool. Then you're going to pull your lines down. All of these lines are going to be parallel. They do not touch. They're going to be straight. And you put them on the curves. Okay? So you are drawing 3 ribbons today to upload. And you can start your project. It's due on Friday. All right, so now I want you to connect it as if you're going to go through it, but you don't. You see that? So that's how you would curve it around. Just like you see the top is curved, you're going to curve it around and act like you're going through it so you know where to stop it, and you keep going. So you follow the top line all the way around. Make sure it's equal distance. Follow that line and act as if you're going to go through there, but you stop near that bottom line. Keep going. Okay. Keep going. All right. Good job. Now, the next thing that you're going to do today is shade your ribbon from dark to light. So, if your light is coming from this way, it's going to get darker on the other side of your ribbon. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to shade this from dark to light. I'm going to use gray. Okay. So, just use your pencil. And we're going to shade it from dark to light. Actually, we're going to let our light source come from that way, and we're going to change the opacity so you can just see it's going to get darker. Okay, there we go. All right, cool beans. I'm here. Okay, deselect. All right, let's shade the next section. Okay, it's dark here, light. So what is it going to be right here? Dark. Okay. So it's always dark against light, dark light, dark light, dark light when you shade, dark light, dark light. Okay, so let's shade this. So we need to reverse it so it can be correct. So if it's light, it needs to get darker on that end. Okay, so let's see if we can switch it. There we go. Okay. Now, because it's light here, it needs to get darker there. Okay, I'm just outlining my sections. So you shade section by section, okay? And I'm going to keep going and so forth and so on, okay? So you see now my ribbon is starting to look like a ribbon, okay? So I'm going to go from dark to light. Now we got to reverse that because that's not correct, right? Remember, it should be dark against light, dark against light, and it should fade out from dark to light. You shouldn't see no breaking lines in between, okay? All right. Now, all right, I'm going to leave that there for right now. And now I'm going to see if we can, I want to find you a video that you can follow along if you need additional help on YouTube of how to draw a ribbon, okay? Okay, and how to shade. Okay, I'm going to speed this video up so you can kind of.
Okay, today we're going to learn how to draw a ribbon. So I want you to start the line similar to this. Just any old kind of line like that, okay? Alright. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to each little corner, each little hump that you see, each little bend, we're going to draw a line perpendicular to that. And you want to keep these about the same length. Okay?
Yeah,
stay the same distance apart. They don't get closer together. Okay. Thus they become parallel. Okay, here we go. Now, you know, if it's not exactly everywhere you see a little bend in the ribbon, make a little dot. Okay, so I have a little dot here, a little dot there, a little dot.
You don't
here,
have to add the dots.
Here. Now my hope is to demonstrate this to you in class as well, but I'm going to go up. In doing that, I'm creating a little edge. Okay. Alright. Starting with a lot of pressure and then pulling back on the pressure like this. So we're again going from dark to light, doing like we did when we did the valley scale. Okay? Now I would not use paper for this. The problem with using paper is a lot of kids will just go and rub it and it all becomes the same value. Okay, now here's another one. Again, we don't go all the way to the top. We have this little lip we're creating. Maybe I should exaggerate it a little bit more on this one so you can see it a little better, okay? Not a lip, an edge. I should say an edge. Okay, start with the darkest of values, and then again using a little circular motion, little circular strokes, I guess, the pencil. You go lighter and lighter as you apply less and less pressure to the pencil. Okay. All right.
So one of the things you notice is that you don't see a break in these shading. You don't see like it just abruptly stops. That's what we don't want. So he's going to continue to shade on, and I'm going to show you the final project that he did. So go ahead, and I want you to draw 3 ribbons. You can go on YouTube and type in how to draw ribbons, and it'll give you a whole lot of details on what to do. Okay. All right. Looking forward to seeing your 3 ribbons today, and you are going to also start your project that I showed you. Get your ideas. Go ahead and start sketching it out, because your sketch is due on Friday for your project. You do have eye openers this week, and they are due on Friday. Only thing that's due today is your 3 ribbons, and don't forget that you will start sketching out the project that you see behind me today. Okay? Sketching it out. Thank you.